It's really an honor to be here to read with Alli and Michael and Dylan. And they actually brought me in to kind of lower the real estate before Mary Gaitskill reads, so for the low rent part of the audience. And wow, I haven't seen a crowd this squirrely since my last methadone clinic. This is great. But really what makes this, I've done a lot of readings, but what makes it really special to read here is that it's really the only place where they have a guy videotaping your ass the entire time. I'm sure a lot of you have checked out authораss.com. The brains behind it right there. Don DeLillo, hot. This will cut the bullshit and get this over with. This is from a book called Painkillers. Really wasn't on anybody's 100 best list, and I've never gotten a grant, and perhaps you'll see why. This is for all you losers in the audience, there is hope. Let me be your role model. Flipping burgers at McDonald's at 38, not to brag, thanks. This is a book about Joseph Mengele, the butcher of Auschwitz, who's 97, living in Reseda in the valley and not happy about it. And yeah, that old routine. Sold out, clearly. And in this section, the main character in the book is a guy named Manny, who's a sort of an ex-dope fiend private detective, has to rehook up with his wife, Tina, who formerly tried to kill him, to kidnap a tweaking, born-again hooker. I know what you're thinking, after school special. Because she's the person who did the last trick with Mengele. They have to drive through the valley. So that's all you need to know about that. You don't even have to listen, but I already peeked. Tina sat sideways in her Prius, holding hands with Kathy. That would be the born-again tweaker prostitute, who vibrated in the back seat. I drove aimlessly down Van Nuys Boulevard while my ex tried her patented tactic of compassion and slaps to try to get the girl talking. She was still trying after half an hour. Remember the German doctor, honey? Slap. Kathy? Smack. Sweetheart, you really need to pay attention. Fuck, I interrupted. It's already 6 o'clock. Manny, please, just drive. Yeah, Manny Pants, just drive. By the way, that is the only voice I do. So, any character will either have that or my own list, depending on. Kathy lapsed into a bad Maryland. The hair doctor, she giggled. Tina laughed along with her. You mean he asked you to call him hair doctor? Uh-huh. He's the hair doctor. What color was his hair? I dyed it blonde. You lived close, right? Reseda. You remember the address? The light changed, and I had to watch the road again. Suddenly, Kathy screamed, her voice charged with passion. My vagina is a gift from Jesus. Funny, that killed in the Vatican. Here, nothing. Well, I nearly swerved into a bus. One of the Reverend's slogans, Tina, so I'm going to have fucking epilepsy from these lights. This is really great. I hope somebody has a tongue depressor in the first row. When I start frothing and flopping, there's no telling who gets the shoes. Where was I? So much better than the book, actually. Oh, here we were, yeah. One of the Reverend's slogans, Tina said. The Reverend was her pimp. Kathy began to sway in the back seat like a human metronome. The swaying got faster and faster until Tina reached under her seat and pulled out a short dog of Old Mr. Boston, cherry brandy. I keep it for cold, she is an Old Mr. Boston guy back there, weeping quietly to himself. I keep it for cold, she said, before grabbing Kathy's face in her hands and pouring some down her throat. Yum, the girl mumbled in a perky slur. Then she blurted, fast, I took the virginity pledge 4 years ago after Laura Bush came to our high school and opened her white First Lady Bible in 1 Thessalonians 4:3-4. Yea, though I walk through the condo of meth. God wants you to be holy, so he shall keep thy female chalice free of sin and foulness. By the way, this is actually from the website, the Silver Chalice, which is an abstinent website for you kids in the audience who can't afford the surgery to remake you a virgin. Vaginoplasty for your techies. God wants you to be holy, so he shall keep thy female chalice free of sin and foulness. That's why I remember the doctor's address, because it was 4324. Made sense to her, which is all that mattered. The brandy dialed her crank-fed psychosis back to simple mania. Kathy relaxed. She got peppy and let us in on Christian escort tips. What kind of guy wants to defile? I wanted to know, really, if her clients were born again or disciple. I'm faking this because I can't see for shit, so I'm just saying it. The real book is actually about a completely different subject. I was just thinking about Satan on the way over, and now we're just talking about it. What kind of guy wants to defile a nice Christian girl? Guys like you, she said. The day got dark. Dusk showed up and left. We watched a blue-haired matron in a white Eldorado apply depilatory to her lips while her husband, whose eyebrows barely topped the steering wheel, shot hateful glances at her. Marriage, Tina sneered, and yet I look at them and I'm jealous. This set Kathy off again. Marriage is why I saved my maidenhood. That voice is irritating even me, but there's nothing I can do about it. It's the medication. Believing that true love waits, I make a commitment to God, myself, and this, again, directly from the Silver Chalice, from the Bush era. Well, I guess it's still there, it's probably still teenage virgins. Enough said. Believing that true love waits, I make a commitment to God, myself, my family, my friends, my future mate, and my future children to a lifetime of purity. I promise sexual abstinence until the day I enter biblical matrimony. She took another taste of old Mr. Boston and snorted. Like, that's nice. All the girls talk about is Jesus and sex. Sometimes, I shouldn't even say this. We talk about sex with Jesus. Well, think about it. We are saving ourselves for capital H him, right? We say it for our future husband. Oh goody, a beefy UPS man with bad acne, butt acne. Let's all say it together, butt acne. It's funny, it's one autobiographical part of the book. That's why I stumbled. Boy, is my face red. I hope they're getting that on the ass cam. I'm looking at you, but I'm thinking, what is he seeing right now? What's my ass doing?